Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die Presents, and tonight we're presenting, what did we say it was? Dark Eternal. It's a homebrew game that Ronnie is going to run for us. So I will let Ronnie take over, and then we will continue from there. So, Ronnie,
Hi.
you are now the Dungeon Master.
This is terrifying. So hi, I'm Ronnie Romes. I am playing the Dungeon Master for the Dark Eternal campaign. It is a homebrew world, Final Fantasy-esque, in the 5e realm of D&D. So I will let the players introduce themselves. Obviously, you know the one below me.
Of course, I am Dan Latham, also known as Shattered Dagar, and tonight I will play Xanthos Belios. I am a Leonin Paladin. Xanthos Balios. Xanthos Balios. And I
Extra,
am...
I can actually go. I can go look it up.
Why was there an explosion on the screen?
There's explosions everywhere. Let's go!
I am a Leonin Paladin, and I am a Paladin of what order did I say? Anyway, I'm one of those that runs up and screams at people to attack me, and if they don't, that's on them. Following me, of course, below is...
My name is Curtis Ross. Tonight, I am playing Teresa. She appears to be human. And she is a ranger.
Oh, she'll suck.
Maybe. Who knows?
As a ranger, too.
Oh.
Maybe. Who knows?
Oh,
man.
jeez.
Who knows what'll happen?
You know what? I think
yeah.
that you should role play that out.
No.
There'll be plenty of time for that.
I think that's all right. But yeah, no, I am playing Teresa, a character I created a while ago. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with her. I have no idea how to play her yet. I've been thinking and nothing's come to mind.
That's the
So-
problem.
The inspired character build then.
The little frogman below me.
Hello, I am
Oh,
Marcus
there it
Scott.
is.
I am playing Captain Merkel.
Stuck with that name.
Can you spell that
That
for
is
us?
his name.
I thought that was a placeholder.
MURGLMRGGLY. Captain Merkel.
Oh, hey, McGurgly.
Insert
No.
Blizzard copyright here.
Yeah.
It's Captain. Oh, Captain,
Yes.
my Captain.
Captain, my cat.
That's what we're gonna call him.
Yes.
It's Captain
I-
Florida over there. That's who you got to talk to.
Yeah.
The little frogman right there.
I am playing.
Oh, he eats frogs.
He's a Grun, which, if you're not familiar with the Grun, they're little frog people. Think of, if you ever played World of Warcraft, a swashbuckling Murloc.
They're always really fun to kill.
Stop.
Same thing.
So that's who I am. And over there, next across
Other way.
Opposite
Other way.
direction.
There you go.
to the window.
To
The wall.
Oh, wait, that's weird.
The intro make these. Oh, sorry. What? Okay. So my name is Tara.
Oh,
I am. I don't even want to know about what's going on right now. My name is Tara. I am playing Felorin Waycroft, and I am portrayed as a Triton today, and I am a paladin as well. And we will see what she thinks of this whole situation. And then below me, well, I guess I can't even say like below me is my best friend today.
No, not anymore, unfortunately. Michael Roderick, I will be portraying Theodebert Hillgallow, of the Hill Gallows. You've probably heard about our family, including my parents. They're the ones who did that thing and then the other thing and then built that restaurant. I run that restaurant. At least I did, but now I'm here. It's a long story. Sit down and let me tell you all about it. Theodebert is a very friendly, very lucky halfling. Maybe. We'll see about the second part.
See how lucky he is shortly.
So, dear DM, apparently somebody's given you inspiration or advantage.
That's good. I'm gonna need it. This is gonna be a long night.
Is that
Thank
the
you.
famous
No,
herding
I'm sure it'll
cats
be
or
Will
fine.
you
what?
play nice?
All will be well.
Maybe. We'll just have to see how things go, won't we?
That's So is it weird that mine doesn't show any buttons or anything at the bottom, and I didn't see that was gifted?
That's what I'm saying. I don't. When I looked on,
I'm gonna reload my Twitch.
Weird.
I mean, I see it reloaded, and now it's showing the buttons, so I have no idea what the deal
Okay.
is. May have to reload the Twitch page.
Anyway, so
And then
next we have
last but not definitely not least.
Someone should have took Mounted Combatant for a feat, just saying.
Oh, that feat's awesome.
I might take that next level.
And you are
My name is Fallon, and I'll be playing as Althea Drevis, who is a centaur fighter archer.
Davis. Oh,
Wait
it's
a minute.
Davis.
She's a centaur fighter. What kind of archer?
It was Arcana?
Ooh.
Arcane?
Arcane
Forget.
Archer.
Yes, arcane archer.
That's what I was saying, Arcane Archer.
you
Yeah,
can't
you
use magic. No, I'm just kidding.
You were doing fine. Don't let him give you a hard time.
That's right.
It's my job. Even when
No,
I'm not
it's
the
not.
DM.
No, no,
No,
you're
not
not the
tonight. It's
DM
the
tonight,
GM's job.
pal.
No, but I am still Papa.
Mm.
And
like
that's
it when
where I
you
get the
call me
job.
Papa.
Oh, Jesus.
I like it when you call me Big Pop.
oh
Yes. All right, so I'm gonna start with a
Okay,
little story.
Poppy.
Oh, that's right. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna start with a little storytelling. Give the rest of the audience a little background of the world. So what you see here on the middle of the screen, can you zoom out a little bit, Dan? Will
Sure
that
can.
give them just a generic view of the world? Him was once a serene world full of beautiful nature and mysterious magic that flourished and grew untouched and uncorrupted for millennia. A delicate flower, if you will, hidden away from the conflict of the universe that has seen through the times. Throughout the years, civilizations rose among the beautiful world, where peace and prosperity flourished among many of the races. Providing the races all they needed to survive, him was pretty much perfect. One day, the wheels of fate for a few souls spun wildly as the sky darkened and calamity struck. It was that day that the hem of fate shifted onto the shoulders of the few. The races of him called this the shattering. Nobody truly knows what happened that day, but legends say that hidden in the world of him was a massive crystal. This crystal provided the world with the magic it needed to flourish throughout the ages. Hundreds of years ago, the sun was blocked out by the massive comet that plummeted into the planet of him, sundering the continents across the oceans, tearing civilizations apart, and changing the face of the planet to what it is today. Part of the legend is told that the comet shattered and scattered the world crystal into 8 pieces that were lost to different locales of the world. Nobody has spoken of or seen these shards, but they are said to have wonderful and dangerous powers that could alter the world for better or for worse. But an even darker truth is that it wasn't just a comet that struck the world, but a mighty warrior of unimaginable power that was using the comet as his vessel in search of the world crystals. When he found it, the guardians of the crystal gave their lives to protect it from this villain named Astrid. And this is... Bear with me. Where'd you go? I got so many things I put in here. Oh. Boom, boom.
no,
blow up.
it's hard not to make jokes of that last comment.
Stop it. So this is Astrid. Big guy. Ooh, big evil. Big bad guy. So
Big bada boom.
Each guardian fought hard and struck fast, but none could muster the strength to stand toe to toe, until the youngest one stood last, terrified after watching his family and order be destroyed. Kadam stood, and with tears pouring down his cheeks, he lunged at Astrid with a mighty swing of his greatsword. Astrid slid to the side, taunting the child, but the child let a smile peek off the corner of his mouth. You will never have this world. And as Astrid looked up, he realized that the child hadn't missed his target. He had indeed struck true, and his sword pierced the crystal. And as it started to crack, surges of magic began to shoot to the sky. Astrid, in a rage, swung his massive greatsword across the chest of Kadam, who responds with a piercing blow to the heart of Astrid. As both laid at the base of the crystal, breathing their last, the crystal shattered and exploded into pieces and scattered across the entire world. After all these years later, the world has returned to a new normal. Cities that float, resources are abundant, magic is flourishing. But a darkness stirs, and something is off. This is where your story begins. Welcome to the world of him. So our characters start in Trice Prison. Some of which are already imprisoned, some who are on their way there now. And we will let us move to the prison. So you should now see the map, I believe. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, y'all gonna have to bear with me on that because that's gonna be a learning curve for me. And do you have tokens done for you yet?
I don't think so.
I think that's.
I have a token, and that's all it looks like.
Okay.
Or I can just make a circle on the map for
And
myself.
since you're the DM, I can't make tokens and put them on there, so it would be something you'd have.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll work on that.
Okay, I got it.
So,
I mean, maybe. Can I bring that out? Will that work? We just use that for me.
okay.
We move it wherever you want to.
Okay. So, we are. I'm going to move y'all over here. Is that. Oh, no, don't do it again.
Yeah, I moved out, but I don't know where you want me. So
No, that's fine. So, I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you here. Put you here.
It wasn't me. It was
I've
one of
added
man.
Theodebert, but I don't know if you need him there or not.
Yeah, we're going to move.
oh my gosh, you're adorable.
Oh my god. So I'm going to leave him there because he is actually not on this floor.
Oh, good. I don't want to be in prison.
All right, so Trice Prison is run by Madame Limerick, who is a warden who has some magic abilities, and she is very strict. But Trice Prison is a prison of pretty much what the world would consider outcast. You're not really in some sort of jail where you've done wrong. This is kind of like where the factions deem you not worthy of being in their jails, or if you're shown a mercy by some of society, you are sent here. The world of him is full of not so many good people. There are still people who have a decent moral compass, but for the most part, society has become power hungry, and you've got factions who are battling for power. They're trying to survive and strive, and it's basically survival of the fittest. For some
So
of you,
it's modern day?
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Some of you are in Trice Prison, so I will start with this one right here, this lovely Leonin, who has been imprisoned. And can you tell me again why?
Because I saw a wrong that needed righting. What can I say? When you beat up somebody from Hero Hold, they tend to have a grudge. So to keep the city from paying the price of me being a good Samaritan, I allowed them to lock me up for a while to serve a sentence. It's either that or they would probably raise the town. I couldn't have that on my conscience.
And then there seems to be a somewhat friendly, familiar face across from you that you have spent a little bit of time talking with, since you seem to have similar interests and similar objectives in life, shall we say?
So across the way, you would have seen me as a short, about 4'11", blue-skinned Triton paladin. I spend a lot of my time in meditation in the cell, and I speak very seldomly. And when I do, it's with a lot of thought. So I am from Toka. I have been there protecting everybody I can. Anybody who is being bullied by those who are just power hungry.
Yes, it
I
seems that
stopped.
that's not advantageous around here. You try to help those of lesser beings and you get locked up for it.
They don't judge me. Toka normally is grateful for my help, but it seems I stopped the assassination of the wrong person. And it seems I must pay the price. But they live. I'll come out okay in the end. And I close my eyes again and start meditating.
And you see this bouncing frog who's like bouncing off the walls, apparently.
This would be much easier without that noise.
I was gonna say, he's at it again, is he?
Now,
No matter how much you jump around, Frogman, you're not going to get out that way.
Question. Since I can speak with water creatures, do I understand him?
You can.
What you saying, buddy?
Oh, what am I saying?
Yeah. Or if you just want to type it to me and use that language, that's cool too.
Actually, I have an idea for you. You can talk like that all the time and just make Tara translate, but don't tell her what you're actually saying.
I like that
Now,
idea.
that's giving her a little bit of stuff to go on, but at the same time, she can
Oh,
do it back to you
like it.
when you say something and just be like, oh, blah, 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 Just saying.
Well,
fuck that.
yeah. Let me double check some notes here. Okay.
So you two have been here for some time. This is kind of daily life. You're locked up for probably 16 hours of the day.
A
For
lot
the
of
other,
good meditation in.
you have access. The warden is a strict warden, but she does have mercy in the regards of if she will get you books, if they have them. The food is somewhat decent, but you're kind of left in your own accord in your cells for the most part. The only free time that you have out is in the common area for food.
No
there's
time in the yard.
There's no real yard per se.
So no time in the sun.
No.
That
No,
is
it's
one of
all
the
in the
few
water.
things I miss.
You have a bath.
That is not the same.
You could do like the Frogman. I think I see him pop in his piss bowl from time to time.
He seems to like that. I think he said it's good for to keep the moisture on his skin.
Yeah, I will.
I
let
think
him
we
do
finally
that.
found out why it's not safe to touch them.
I don't know if safe is the issue or just the fact that you just don't want to.
Here it's sterile, and some people like the taste. I don't know.
Ugh.
Movie reference.
So on this day, there's a somewhat commotion. It seems as if the warden is kind of on edge. They may be bringing in some new prisoners that maybe are some unsavory folk. They're not really. You don't really know what's going on. You can just tell that she's been on edge, done some pacing. You've seen some guards in and out of here. Some of the staff, you'll say, cleaning up, picking up around. But no one's really saying anything. It's just a lot of, pacing back and forth and moving around. You do, however, hear something from the exterior of the building that sounds like heavy wind. You can't really make out what it is, but for Marcus, you would probably recognize it, and y'all may have seen airships before. but Marcus would have more knowledge or at least know what the sounds are. But it sounds like a very large airship landing in the vicinity of the prison.
Mhm.
It's so much so that it's almost rattling your walls. It's a very large ship. You can't see it, but you can hear it landing outside.
Is there a window that I can view that from?
No, not from your position where you are on the.
They
first
don't
floor.
allow us windows.
Your only windows would be in like where you are here. Tara may see up here. You may be able to see out, but you wouldn't see the airship.
And
You
this
would just
is
see-
not a normal occurrence. Airships don't normally just like
no,
fly
no.
in, not to drop off prisoners or anything.
no. This is not anything for you that have been here. This is not anything that y'all have experienced before, and it's kind of weird because you see the warden pacing back and forth up and down the hallways and the staff in and out like something big's going on, but you don't know what.
So with that, I would get up and start stretching, and
What do you see over there, lass?
there's a big airship that seems to have landed, and I'm going to that.
Are there any
how are you?
colors attached to that airship? Flags flying and the such.
I'm gonna peek out. It's now. How high is this window? It might be very hard for me to see.
No, you would be able to see. It's about 4 or 5 foot.
If it's 5, I can't see.
You can look out that way.
So are there any flags or banners or markings on the ship?
No, the only thing that you would see from your window, with you being on the exterior wall, is it's black. Very like you mechanical. Like it looks very industrial. Dark metals, dark
It doesn't
propellers,
look like
dark
anything
flags.
friendly.
No,
So Fire Nation airship.
about yes.
I'm sorry. I mean that to
I
me
pictured it.
creates the image I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah, yeah.
Pictured the same thing. Yeah. Right. So
No, it's not a bad thing. It's easy to imagine.
So we need to be prepared. If the warden's this stressed out, this can't be good. She usually has more control. So I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna start just doing like normal, like just stretches and like limbering up and do a little bit of you hear freedom. What makes you say that, little one? He marveled.
Oh
I-
God!
I'll look out the hallway there. Do I see any like keys hanging or anything like that?
No.
Dan, as one who plays Kinku, I
Yes.
believe you get to say "Oh my God" to his noises. I've listened.
Sorry, Dan. I'm fixing that right now.
No, yeah, no problem. I didn't want to interrupt.
That should be there. I'm sorry. I thought I created one. It just may not have been.
It might not have her permissions on it. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, she should be good now. All right. So sorry, I'm trying to resolve that.
You're fine.
So as you hear this massive ship landing outside, you hear some commotion and you see coming down the God, I'm gonna do that so many times I pick up the whole map. You see coming down the hallway about a handful of guards, and in tow there is a female that appears to be humanoid, chained up pretty good. She has a collar around her neck that looks as if it's magical of some sort. And she appears to have on some kind of like a face mask or shielding. Not really saying much, but they drag her into the cell here.
Must be
and-
somebody very important. They didn't even put anything on us for our magics.
Or somebody they're trying to hide.
Well, I think we're all being hidden here.
Or
Son
she's
of a
really
bitch.
ugly.
Do you have a name? I know I'm loud enough that you can hear.
Yes, I can hear you. Not one you need to know, though.
Well, my name is Valoran, and you have a few other compatriots here in these cells. If you have any questions or care to share your story.
You'll be here a while, so there's plenty of time to learn.
Did you come on that ship?
Hush you! Some of the guards come up and start beating on your. Today is not the day for your trifling discussions. You
I just
laugh now.
raise an eyebrow.
The warden, she kind of, you hear her. She has a very distinct sound when she steps. It's as if she has like heels on, but they're not heels. It's just the way she walks. You hear her footsteps coming down the entrance of the hallway, and she just stops and looks into the first cell where the female is now placed. Now you know why I've got you here. You know what you've done. Your magics are bound. You will not do any harm here. Just know that your last days will be lived here. And then she just turns and walks back away.
Were all the guards looking that way, or there's some looking my direction?
They're just kind of scatterbrained. Now that they've got her in her cell and that cell's closed off, they're just kind of making sure everything's secure. Some of them are preparing this other cell as if they've got more prisoners coming in.
Busy day, it seems.
Is there any in reach where I could maybe sleight of hand the keys?
With your tongue?
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Oh, you better roll good, man.
Wait. No, I can't do it.
What? Did someone want to give me advantage?
I kind of do.
I go
can't.
for it.
No.
I
You want to
can't.
see him flub this the first time out?
Yeah,
I
sure.
also kind of
Let's-
want to do that.
Yeah,
You want him
let's...
to like roll a one where he swallows the keys like.
Close enough. Rolled
Yeah, that
two.
was a nice try.
His tongue gets stuck to the belt.
As you try to sleight a hand,
Like, oh, not
this
that
guard-
salad.
Oh,
Sorry.
there just
My
went my train. So as
Sorry.
you try to use your tongue to sleight a hand, the guard kind of sees you, and you actually hit his the back of his neck,
Oh,
and it just kind
That
of
was fortunate.
rolls across the back of his neck. And he
Flirting
kind
with
of turns and winks at you, and then says he'll see you later, and then walks away.
I don't
I
need a
don't
translation
think-
for that.
So, as you hear those guards walk away, there's some more commotion, but it seems to be coming from downstairs. So, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to
No, we don't mind at all.
move this.
Mind you, I didn't describe my appearance earlier. When I think you.
Oh,
gave
yeah,
yours.
if you want to, go ahead while I'm doing that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cave.
Yeah. Xanthos is a rather large, appears to be an albino lion with a black mane.
Half albino, half mystic.
Something like that. I mean, it could be that, or he could have just dyed his hair black to be different.
That's not helping.
Emo lion?
No, not emo lion.
So
He
the
does have a scar over his his right eye as
Emo
well.
lion?
So as y'all hear commotion coming below you, y'all have not really been down in the dungeon portion, but you do hear some commotion. And downstairs there's about 6 or 7 guards struggling with a halfling to get him into this cell here.
Do we normally hear things from down there?
You hear it occasionally, but nothing that recent. Like it's very rare. And the
How
ones
long
that no,
have you been?
I would say a couple weeks,
Okay.
not too terribly long.
Okay.
You do know, Rod. Can you place your character there, please? Sorry.
That's okay. I didn't see where you pinged because I
Oh.
was still moving my character
Oh
over.
no, you're fine.
Okay. Maybe I can. Okay.
So, several guards are shoving you into the cell. The warden
Me?
comes. Yes, the
Okay.
warden will come down with you, and she gives basically the same instructions to you. She gives them to everybody else. Listen, you're dangerous. There's a reason you're here.
I'm a cook.
But you know what you did.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm Theodobert of the Hill Gallow. You must have me mistaken for somebody else.
Just know that you're going to spend the last of your days here.
But I didn't do anything wrong.
I've heard it before. I'll hear it again.
No, but I didn't do anything wrong.
I wish I could believe you, but I'm just the executioner.
What do you mean, executioner? I didn't do anything wrong.
She closes the door. The guards lock it, and they start walking away.
But I'm a good cook. I didn't do anything wrong.
A cook, you say? We may have
That's
some
all.
use. We may have some use for you yet, but
Yes, I'm a very good cook,
well,
and I'm lucky. I'm like an albatross. You don't want to hurt me.
well, I don't think you'll do much hurting of yourself down here. So just get comfortable, and when it's time for meals, we'll let you out for a little while. Just know that my guards are very good at what they do, so don't try anything stupid.
Why am I here?
Why are you here?
I don't know. No one will tell me that. I've been asking for, I don't know how many days I've been asking for. That many days, and no one can tell me.
Oh.
It's breaking my heart. You're so good.
Oh yeah, he's going to be very, very different from Sayer. He's like very sincere, and right now he's a little clueless.
I wish to hug him.
You may be best friends after all.
Can you believe they put Theodobert Hill Gallow in jail?
In the dungeon, nonetheless.
I didn't do anything wrong. That's
Okay, bye.
My family doesn't believe you.
This is because of my sister. She did have some legal problems a while ago.
Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Jesus.
That is actually in the backstory, by the way, if you go look.
Yes. Oh
Okay.
my god. So, I'm sorry. Why did I switch layers?
That's a good question. I don't know.
So you hear coming from the very end of the hallway, you hear some grunting and some snorting for a fellow that has been there for a little while. And that would be our centaur friend. I'm just going to drag this here.
You've been grunting and snorting?
Snorting.
Did you say you were?
Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I can't. Is that? Oh, there we go. Well, I'm trying. There. Okay. No, that's not you. That's God.
Not look
That's
like
her.
a horse.
That's her.
Oh, that's just her picture. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that doesn't look like her.
it's not showing the
It's
bottom
the
half.
chest up.
Yeah. It's her glamour
Okay.
shots.
Oh, okay. There
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh, the 80s. What?
Catfished what?
So, Fallon, you hear them bring in this new prisoner who is just bleeding from the heart. Oh, it's so pitiful. And what do you say or do to your new friend?
Nothing. Not very talkative.
Okay. So you do hear between y'all hear mumblings of an older man. Um, he's not really saying much. He kind of chuckles listening to your bleeding heart over there. Do you smell that down the hallway?
You mean my bleeding heart?
Yes.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a
Eh,
nice person.
neither did I.
Well, what did you do?
I cast a spell.
Yeah, is that not allowed around here?
Apparently not in uh, the Disol Empire. Looks badly upon those who have the abilities that I have.
Okay.
I see
Well,
things. I, I they're like visions, but they they're not complete. It's just ideals. I can't see you. I hear you,
well, yes,
but
I'm.
I've seen you come before.
When they brought me in,
No, I knew you were coming days before. Like
how? I didn't do anything wrong.
I just know that there's some people here that
That don't
something's
belong here.
that don't belong here that they all I can tell you is that I've seen them do great things.
I could do great things.
And I've seen this, but I don't know how you're going to do them in here.
Well, it'll probably involve some garlic. You know, garlic is like one of those universal ingredients. Garlic, onion, celery's pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't always, but
Not through
definitely
your
garlic and
stomach,
onion.
my boy.
He's already rubbing the bridge of his nose.
What?
Not through your
We're
stomach.
not even an hour
my boy.
in, and he's rubbing the bridge of his nose.
Hey, you're welcome.
I love it. I love it. Just know that the creature over here doesn't say much, but I've seen y'all do some amazing things in these visions, but I can't connect the dots. Something's broken. My visions aren't complete.
Like the stove is broken?
Like
I mean, that would make it hard to do great things. I can work with an oven, but a stove's better.
it's
Of
like
course, you get a grill over a nice campfire and some meat, bit of salt and pepper,
the only thing you're
taters
going to
on the
get
side.
here is some old jerky
I
and
like
some
jerky.
grog or gruel, whatever it is that they serve us.
Well, she did say I might be cooking, so I assure you, the food will get better.
Yeah.
Hey,
If
are
your
people
if your
okay with
name
you
is what
using
you
magic to cook? That's okay, right?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I can cook with magic. No one will mind that.
No. If your name is what you truly say it is, and you are who you say you are, then
I am a hill gallo. I'm glad we agree.
the food will probably be amazing.
Well, I don't like to brag.
Then you hear the guards start beating on the wall. Hush! Now enough of you. You're in the dungeon for a reason. Do not make us come back down here. And
What did I do wrong?
Well, it seems to have been a very exciting day today.
The new one seems very loud.
Doesn't he? And of course, we have the non-talkative one down there at the other end of the hallway. Not you, Frogman. Your neighbor.
You
across
talk,
the
they
way.
just don't understand.
Oh, we lost.
Where'd she go?
Oh my god.
Okay.
She'll be
She
back
didn't
in a
like
second.
talking about her dance. She rage quit.
Yeah, I see that.
She's running for the hills.
It lagged up and I guess kicked her off. So there she comes.
Gotcha.
The camera should be kicking back up properly now. So,
Okay.
while all this excitement is done, I will continue back to my calisthenics.
Oh, that's impressive.
Should we have a push-up competition again?
Sure. What'd we get up to last time? 300-400 in a minute?
A minute?
I don't know. I don't keep time. I just
Time
do them.
does go different here, but not a minute. But yes, then we had to eat and we did. Yes.
I mean,
So yeah.
just
So I'll
because
get
I'm
ready to-
locked in a 3x3 cell doesn't mean I can't stay fit.
So I'm gonna start doing push-ups.
So
You might lose
Todd,
me for a second again. I'm changing it.
Said you might lose me again. I have to switch internet.
Oh, okay.
I'm connected to the line.
so you hear the loud roaring of wind and mechanics again outside the exterior, starting
Ship
to.
or ship leaving.
It appears to be starting up to leave, but you that are in this hallway here see a figure come walking down the hallway. And sorry, I'm trying to find him.
That's okay. We were trying to find him too. Apparently, my perception wasn't high enough to see him.
Oh, you will.
There
Oh,
she
and
goes.
gone again.
Yeah, she's switching over, so it'll be a second. Tell you what, why don't you come around here? Come around here if you're having internet problems.
Well, it's loading into 2GEX.
Well, behind the PlayStation. Sorry, me mute.
You're fine.
What is a PlayStation? And who's in there? No?
I didn't know it could have
Tell me your name.
What did you do?
So you see this figure walking down the hallway, all
Okay.
black clothing, gray, slick, kind of one-sided hair, kind of spiky in places. Has some bandaging across his face. One appears to be blocking. It's like an eye patch of sorts. Carrying what appears to be a blunderbuss or a rifle and a dagger on his side. He just kind of walks and stops at the first cell and looks at the female that was just brought in and just kind of scoffs and laughs. He kind of looks over at you, Marcus, and just kind of, I've seen you before. You gamble at Bilge's booty.
Yes.
He does strike me as a gambler.
Yes, I do.
I
Get
may
me out of
have.
here.
I will have
Get me
words with. I will have words with Bilge. Let me
outta
see
here.
what I can do, because
Just give me a knife. Give me a key. Give me something.
no, you're here for a reason, but I'll see what I can do. And he just kind of walks off, and he comes up to your cell, Tara, and kind of looks, and then realizes that he looks very familiar to you.
Does he look like someone who I might have seen in?
And he kind of is taken aback as he kind of draws his gun down and tries to aim at you through the bars.
I'll stand
How-
up
Go ahead.
and I would like to look him in the eye, or I don't know how tall he is.
He's about 5'6", so you're looking up a little
So I
bit.
look
at
up
him.
and go, "You should shoot me while I'm standing. There's more honor in it."
You stopped me one time. You won't do it again. And
That's
as he goes to pull the trigger, the warden whacks him in the back of the head with a staff. What the? What was that for? You won't be killing my prisoners today. Now, be on your way. And then he just stops and stares at you for a minute. This won't be the last time I see you. But next time,
Not.
next time, she won't stand in my way from killing you. And he starts to walk off and walks back down the hallway. And a few moments pass, and you hear the airship taking off.
Okay.
Um,
Any chance when he started to walk away from me, that 20 was
on,
able to get a
yes, the sleight of hand,
You didn't just flirt with this one with your tongue.
you happen to pull off a small, just a dagger off of him that was
Okay.
attached to his belt.
I'll hold it in my mouth.
And you have a new
That's
tongue
what she
piercing.
said.
This is going to be so much fun. So some time passes. Now you've all had some time to get comfortable in yourselves. Some of the guards start coming to get like one or two of you at a time. There are about 20 or so guards that normally frequent the halls, but they'll come in about 2 or 3 and take each of you down to the ground level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a common area, kitchen area. So I'm going to move
Yes, more gruel.
here.
It's sustenance.
And if you can place each of you at a particular table, please.
Are we allowed to be at the same table?
No. And then I'll put Fallon over here. Why does that not work? There. Okay. So this is kind of the first time that some of you have seen each other kind of face to face, and you realize that there's kind of a modge podge of you that obviously, besides this token female over here, you're all quite different.
You think? Is the female still wearing her mask?
Yes. It is almost as if it's part of the necklace and stuff that they have on her to keep her secure.
So how in the world is she supposed to eat with that thing on?
It has a
It's like the
mouthful.
Mandalorian.
Well, they
Got one long straw, and that's it.
A lot of smoothies.
Not to get off the subject, but today's episode was really nice.
I
Phil's
haven't.
watching it now. Sure.
Randy's waiting for me to watch it.
So this
So
is
you-
what happened because I've never seen anything of it.
All right, so you have some time to kind of discuss with each other if you wish, but the guards are kind of, keeping an eye on you, patrolling the kitchen.
So who's your friend? Valoran?
Theo, what type of you look short? Are you gnome? Are you halfling? What are you?
A halfling, and you might see him kind of muttering over his food before he starts digging in. He's like, Hey, how are you? Who's
I'm going
That's
to
not
address
quite
the-
the response I would get for eating this food.
Who's this right over here?
That's
To
me.
Where?
Theodobert's left.
That would be whatever.
Yes, that's me next to
The
you.
masked
yours.
lady.
Hey, how's your food? I'll just kind of sidle slightly and use prestidigitation to give it some flavor. Manja. And then I'll go the other way and
What?
eat. I fixed your food. And then I guess for the guy who looks like a frog, I'll
Thank you.
just try to make his taste like lace wings or something. I don't know.
Give it a hint of fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll lash
Don't
out and
tell
take
the
his
waiter,
bread.
he won't get it.
Oh God.
What'd you say? The what?
I'll take your bread. While you're reaching over there, I'll sling my tongue out and take your bread.
How much range does your tongue have?
That is not okay.
I mean, I'm curious.
Well, theoretically,
Give me one more sleight of hand attempt.
okay.
Oh, roll low. Roll low. Ah. The whole tray just goes.
Okay.
I mean, maybe an attack of opportunity. King.
His spork tongue to the table.
Do you want to stop him, Theobert?
No,
I'll give
I'm
you-
a halfling. I'm a halfling with the mark of hospitality.
Okay.
I go. You could have asked. I was busy making your food taste like flies. That was not nice. Yes, try it now. You didn't like it a minute ago, and then I flavored it. Now try it. Go on, take a try. Take a try. See, what do you think? It's better now, isn't it? Now I'm gonna let you keep that bread, because I'm assuming you said something like "thank you." You
Did
said
you?
"thank you."
Oh, hold please.
Yes, please.
So I'm over here eating, and you're gonna hear a slight low chuckle, which is actually pretty rare for me. I don't think anybody else has heard that.
I don't think there's anyone else within 10 feet, is there? I can't help anyone.
Oh geez, yeah. No, I just decided to look at Grungs. Yeah, no.
There's so much typing.
I haven't seen any typing yet.
He's typing to her what he's saying.
Oh. But hold on, don't Grungs also speak common? Don't you technically have
I
that
did
ability?
say he does speak common, but he is choosing not to.
Until she figures
Yes.
it out.
He said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Next time, maybe ask. I can at least rip the bread in half, and we can both have some.
I will respond in the same language and basically just say to you that be
Where are the
nice,
guards at?
trying to help.
So you'll have a guard pretty much in front of each of you.
You are welcome
As soon as the guard's
for the
not
bread.
looking at
He's
me
not
and maybe paying
stupid.
attention down there, I will get the halfling's attention and throw my bread at him. Here.
Thank you. I'll give it a little bit of a buttery flavor and toss it back.
No, that was...
Oh,
Do mine next. That's not what I meant.
That's not what I was referring to. I was giving you my bread, but...
But that has some honey in the butter. It's like a honey
no.
butter. Just try a bite. I bet you'll like it.
Are you doing that?
That's what
I mean, not if the
Mumble
when the
out.
guard's coming by, but
I just kind of cover and I look over and I'm like, oh, this is not going to go well. And I look over at our froggy friend,
oh God.
just shake my head. Are you gonna?
I am making small pieces and eating them slowly.
you shaking
Through the
your
mask.
head as in
As in, I wouldn't,
Oh God.
okay.
but you might.
Oh.
So you see this man kind of, he was over here eating, and he kind of just makes his way, stops, and kind of looks at you as the guards are escorting him out, and he stops and grabs a table in front of Curtis's character, and he just, it's as if he's taken aback or seen a ghost, and he's like, "You woman,
Yes, that is a woman.
you
And it's been a while. We've been here for a good bit, but that is a woman.
shut your mouth, pussyfoot."
Oh,
it was a little bit rude.
it was a tad bit rude. I'm not wearing boots.
You
today.
woman, I know what you are. I know the things you've done.
What do you want?
You need to get these people out of here. And the guard just kind of whacks him and starts pulling him back down the hole.
Don't hit him so hard. We all know he's just a crazy old man.
Are we able to get up from our seats, or are we chained down? Or
You're free to move a little bit, like eat, grab drink.
so he's
The food
not
is
like
kind of
a mean old man, right? Like
no.
He's
just
just
I'm
a
gonna
honestly
crazy
nice.
stand up
old
when they
man.
get physical with him.
Do what, Tara? I'm sorry.
I stand up when they get physical with him.
And the guards kind of like, one of them kind of turns to you, and he like unsheathes the top part of his sword.
You know the warden would not want you to injure him.
Remember, she's the only one allowed to hurt any of us. You know the rules.
If you want to get physical with anyone, you can choose me. Leave him alone.
And they just continue to kind of push him out the door and back to his cell.
I'll glance over at Theo.
Oh God!
You didn't get us out. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not supposed to be here. There's been some sort of mistake.
Well, I'm not in here for what I got caught for.
That
But
doesn't answer my question.
I have no idea how I'm supposed to get you out of here.
I'm
I
very
think he's just a
disappointed.
crazy man.
What are we eating with?
Your hands.
So no utensils.
No utensils.
Hey, it looks like there's like a sideboard of food over here. Is that
There's
correct?
more food over here. Ignore the knives on the table. I did that for.
And the tables, are they all wooden tables?
They are wooden tables. Yes.
Any hardware holding them together?
Yeah, there would be like a couple of bolts, maybe.
Okay,
But
we've been coming
there's-
here for a while, right?
You've been coming for a couple weeks, so you would be familiar with how it's laid out. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'd like to have some more of the food brought over, too.
Okay.
And then I'll just, you want some? Then just spice it up and send it around.
I'm not going to say no to more protein.
I told you guys, you very different character, and you'd like him.
So
He's a very nice guy.
as I see this food start to kind of float around, I will actually put my hand up and follow it with my fingers.
Did you want some?
So you would see this female kind of poke her head in the doorway as she kind of. You've not seen her before, but she's like, who is casting magic in here?
Sorry, I was a little hungry. I figured I'd take some more.
Yeah, but you
can't. You're taking credit for what I did? You didn't even say thank you. I thought that was very generous of me. I'm sure I could have had it just for myself.
I
but shared
believe
with you.
trying to help you.
And she snaps her fingers as you start to discuss between yourself, and two of the guards kind of snatch you up and start to escort you back to the door.
Escort me, or just basically hand under each arm carry me with my.
You're carrying your little ass.
What I do? I didn't do anything. I'm hungry. I'm not done eating.
It'll be in your best interest to not cast magic here.
Theo, thank you, by the way. I was trying to help you.
As I came out, you're welcome.
And as he's causing commotion, I would like to try to continue working some piece of metal or whatever out of the seat that I'm at.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give me, I guess, sleight of hand?
Oh, yeah, I'm excellent with sleight of hands.
That's fine.
Oh, there it is. Yes, it's very sarcastic.
So,
My guess is that's a straight roll.
It's not even that. It's worse than a straight roll.
Oh!
It is.
So the guard notices you, the closest guard, and he just kind of like whacks at the table. He doesn't hit you.
I don't even flinch. I just kind of look up at him. Yes.
What do you think you're doing?
It's cutting my leg. If you had proper equipment in here, I wouldn't have to try to move it out of the way.
Well, you can eat in your cell from here on out. If you don't
Oh,
like
promises.
if you don't like
promises.
the accommodations that the warden has provided for you, you can eat yourself.
Is there anybody else in here other than this one guy looking at me?
There's two guards that are still here, as the rest of them are started to. There are the two. I don't have tokens built for them yet, but there's one standing here and one standing here now.
All right. So the one that's in front of me, I'll do a little closer thing to get him to come closer.
Yes.
When he's close enough that nobody else can hear what I tell him, you saw nothing. Cast command.
Okay.
Granted, he does get a save. What is the save? Do I have a save?
Your charisma +8 plus proficiency.
I was trying to figure out what. Oh, it's a wisdom save
Oh,
for him, and yeah,
so 10 plus
yeah,
whatever.
it doesn't matter. The 14 was enough.
So you're just building up the punishments. Cool.
Sure.
But it does seem Dan. What's your modifier?
For
Your spell casting.
well, it's not an attack
Or is it
spell.
just-
It's a save DC.
It's just is 14 enough?
Yeah, 14 is more than enough.
Okay, because that would actually be a 12.
Oh, the 12 is what my DC is.
So he is he shakes his head and is like, just finish eating so you can get out of here, and he lets you.
Are you gonna change the bench out so that I don't have to deal with this poking me in the ass every time I sit here to eat this gruel?
Not saying anything to that
What time
comment.
is it? What time?
It is 20 after 8.
Ah!
I mean, I'm guessing this is not a federal pound me in the ass prison. Otherwise, we know exactly.
Well, I don't know. He was winking at the frogman earlier. One of them was.
Well, he licked his neck. What do you expect? So,
Favors for lockpicks?
oh my god. So yeah, he lets you continue what you're doing. He kind of goes back to his post.
Okay.
Fallon, what are you doing?
I will pull it the rest of the way out of the seat and drop it on the ground.
Okay.
Pee-wee, talking to you.
I am just eating quietly and staying out of trouble, like some people should be trying to do.
Look at
Like me.
her, the model prisoner. What are you in here for anyway there, lady?
I just kind of glance up at him and then look back down at my food.
And I thought the new one was the rude one. Oh well.
All right. So two of the guards come back and they come and grab our little froggy friend and start to escort him back to.
Question.
Yeah,
I'm
come on.
Where are they grabbing me at?
On the ass.
Well, how are they grabbing me? Bare hands?
No, they have gloves on, sir.
I
Okay.
was gonna say.
We ain't playing that game this early.
Okay, yeah, they need to roll me a save.
I'm just saying.
There is one particular guard that made that mistake.
Early on.
And he kind of side eyes you every time that he sees you, but yeah.
No.
So they will escort you back to your room.
Which poison do you have?
It's natural
Grung.
poison. Grung poison.
Okay. Because I know at one point in time in the stories, depending upon the color of the grung, depended upon what kind of, like hopping, where you had to hop in one place because you couldn't actually move. You just stuck hopping.
No, this is just regular poison.
Mhm.
All right, so two more guards come back and come to escort Fallon out. Are you misbehaving or doing anything?
I am not. I am just walking quietly.
Okay. And then two more guards come back and they come and grab You, Dan? Anything? So you're going willingly? Okay.
I mean, come on, let's do this.
Do you, did you take the hardware with you? You said you dropped it.
Yeah, I said I dropped it, but you pulled the frog out before the frog could do anything with it. So,
Okay.
but
Unless you want me to do a
Hey.
quick sleight of hand with my tongue.
I mean, you've been doing such a great job with it so far. I thought maybe you might have noticed.
So hold on. When you drop it, it would be by your feet where you're sitting, and if that sleight of hand goes real wrong, the guards are going to get a real wrong idea.
Well,
So the guards don't notice that it's still there.
Okay.
And
So you
what kind of clothing do we have on? I mean,
generic, just regular clothing. I'm not. I wouldn't
shoes,
say orange.
anything like that?
Yeah, like maybe some, just cloth shoes, cloth.
All right. So, is there any way to kind of like, I guess, slip out of one shoe, grab it with my feet, slip
With
back
your
into it?
feline feet, I would say yes. I'll allow that without a roll.
Okay.
That's fine.
So,
So
I'd be
you would
working-
have some kind of, I would say maybe 3 inch long bolt.
All right.
And then they escort you back to your room.
Who's going to tell Rod that his character died?
Oh, sure. You gotta save it and just do it every once in a while, and then maybe, hey, we have some bad news. Will work.
Well, it wasn't past 9 o'clock yet, so death was the only option.
Two more guards come back and start
I'm
to escort
standing
you.
before they even get there. I know what's
Okay.
coming.
Okay.
I'll live.
And you go willingly?
I shrug off their touches. I don't want them touching me, but I will walk with them.
Okay. All right, and you walk back. They put you back in your cell.
I'm sure I overheard one of those guards say something about the halfling having a pretty mouth, but I could be wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
You got a pretty mouth.
That's too accurate. I need you to not.
4 guards come back to escort Curtis back to your cell. They are kind of keeping their distance. 2 of them have their swords out. Do you do anything in response, or do you?
I'll cooperate.
Okay. All right, so they escort you back to your cell. So let's get back to here. So the first couple of days kind of follow the same pattern.
And when
You
there's
know-
no guards around, I'm like filing the end of this bolt down.
Okay.
Yeah. Any chance I could convince some of the guards, or if we have rec time, that go out there try to capture like a grasshopper or something?
Do we get wreck?
We don't.
Don't really get wreck. Like if you
Okay.
want something, you can ask request of like the.
Would
the
he have
warden.
earned that with the guard that he licked the neck of?
Oh
Remember
no,
that?
that
I mean, he's trying to charm him, I'm guessing.
just wait. 9 o'clock's coming.
I'm sure this is a really clean prison, so I'm sure there's probably a roach or two around.
Yes, I like you would be able to find you something like a.
Well, particular grasshoppers. They're delicatessen to me.
Gotcha.
Sesame.
Delicacies.
Delicatessens? What?
They're
But-
delicacies.
It's about like my herding
Yes.
cat spelled incorrectly.
This is fine. So the first night that you're there, you start having dreams. Each of you, somewhat different. They're very vivid, very colorful. Some of you see
No, not that kind.
No, not that kind.
this.
The guard that you can't get out of your mind.
You start seeing these things.
You wake up to a poisoned guard laying on top of you.
Oh,
Well,
That
he'd
didn't
keep
go
getting
well.
poisoned as long as he's on top of him.
he wore protection.
Oh, those are pretty.
So you start having dreams. You start seeing these type figures. Different
Are we all
colors.
having these dreams, or is
You
it?
are. Each of you are. It's not real particular. You just start seeing vivid colors
Pretty colors.
What did they put in our food?
Oh, he spoke English.
What did
Oh,
you put
common.
in our food?
Did
Did you touch it?
Um,
Everyone's licking the toad.
Curtis, you in particular, you start struggling with sleep, and you start seeing. So, God, I'm so unsorted. I'm gonna clean this up. You start seeing these type figures in your dreams. Several of them. They're pursuing you slowly. Very dark sky. Um, very ominous. Um, appears to be some kind of glade or forest. There appear to be three of these figures, and they're pursuing you slowly. They never catch you, but that's because you wake up. But it's almost as if it's like a burning sensation when they get close to you.
I was gonna say when you urinate, what?
Like
Oh no, that happens to the frog.
there.
But you struggle with sleep, all of you. But like I said, some of them are dreams. One in particular is a nightmare. But you do hear the mutterings of the madman downstairs. He's kind of, you've got to get out of here. Bad things are coming. It's, you've got to go. You've got to get out of here.
Have we noticed over
Has
the
he
few
has said
days
that to any of us else? I mean, does he actually come to each one of us and told us we need to leave or we need to get the hell out of here?
He says that in general. He's always like, y'all have to get out of here. I've had visions of you in the past. Like he's muttered that every time he sees you in the mess hall. You need to get out here. But this is the first time that he's actually like stopped and like isolated one of you when he sees Curtis's character. He's like, you have to get them out of here.
What is so special about her?
What is so special about her? Is she gonna say anything?
Nothing special about me right now.
Do you have a way to get out of here, or is he just?
I believe he's just crazy.
Have you had the dreams?
I have.
Dreams.
Do you
Also-
still think he's crazy?
You're
I've
having dreams as
also
well.
seen some cloaked figures pursuing us.
Oh, like Dementors?
Maybe? Have any of you seen those?
I haven't seen cloaked figures, but I've seen a number of crystals seeming all different colors floating. They look like they belong together but can't get together.
Sounds like ones I've been having.
So as y'all are having this discussion, the warden comes downstairs to the basement, Rod, and pulls you out of your cell and brings you to the kitchen.
Ow. Ooh.
No, she's very gentle.
Okay.
So
Oh.
as she brings you up to the kitchen, she asks what you can do to make the food better for everyone else.
Well, we're going to see what spices you have. Do you happen to have any alcohol? Alcohol will help an awful lot. Doesn't have to be strong. Just, I mean, the more we
None
have,
here.
the better. None. At all. Okay.
None.
You have grain.
I
Any
do
sort
have-
of grain.
I do have some kind. I have some grain.
Or potato.
What?
Or rice.
I have potatoes.
Okay. Then, within a short time, we'll have alcohol.
Okay.
Potato water?
Sake!
I have a sleep.
No. I'm not making it from plums.
We're just gonna have some potato water.
Yes. It's Russian potato water. This is all. It's safe to drink.
This is-
Yes. Well, the reason I need alcohol is it's one of the components for a spell. But I'm not going to tell her that.
Oh, that's
Hey, it
awesome.
was
Very
at that
nice.
moment I knew
Yeah,
I screwed up
I
already.
never realized that it's one of the components for false life.
Oh god.
Yeah, we don't have any component pouches or anything.
Right. So it's a small amount of alcohol or distilled spirits, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm a cook. I can get that.
So she's kind of pleased with you.
if they're not watching me, it's basically, prestidigitating, unseen servant,
Right.
you know.
And she's not. She's kind of being trustworthy because she knows your family name.
Oh, good. What, I am proficient with cook's utensils as well.
Okay.
Because I decided that was more useful than a disguise kit. It probably isn't, but if I'm going to be a good halfling, I should know how to cook.
Right. So she kind of gives you the tour of the kitchen, kind of gives you access to any of the materials you would need in the kitchen.
All I'm picturing is Red from Orange is the New Black right now, just showing you around the kitchen what you're allowed to touch, not allowed to touch.
And
Yeah, except I'm like, as naive as Piper, but friendlier.
okay. So she gives you some time. She asks if you need anything. Like, are there any materials cooking wise that you would need to help make the food better besides alcohol?
Can I look over the kitchen and get back to you?
You can.
Excellent. We'll do that. Oh, yes, there are a few things we need. I can see right away we're going to need an assortment of step stools.
I will see what I can do.
Oh, thank you.
Bless
Because
you,
otherwise
pal.
I'm just kind of jumping. Oh, I shouldn't have done that to my back. Otherwise I'm just kind of jumping up to try to see over the counter.
Right. This is fine. I will see what I can do.
There seems to be a shortage of knives here.
Yeah, no.
But, I mean,
Like, you can rip and tear. There's no need for knives.
You get to rip onions. Have fun.
Just sitting there.
What are these onions you speak of?
Let's see. How much pressure can that exert?
Strength of 2.
I'm good with it. It's enough to yeah, probably not.
An onion?
Your unseen servant
Probably
is
not.
stronger than me.
What? Really?
What?
No. The Insane Servant has a strength of 2, not plus 2. 2.
Oh,
I was going to
I
say,
got
wait a minute
negative.
now.
modifier.
I was like, wait a
-4.
minute.
We might need to
We're
go back to
so-
like,
the
yo,
drawing
what?
board on this shit.
It's like, are
Meaning
you?
it struggles when I'm like, hey, give me my iPhone. It's like, oh,
Yeah, yes.
why do you make me do this?
Oh, but if it can, I would almost say it would be able to do something with an onion. I don't know.
Nah, it's fine.
Heal it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can peel it. That's about it.
I
Yeah.
was like, can't. No, so your prestidigitation won't be able to do anything like that.
I do have that as well.
So
I have a bunch of like prestidigitation, guidance. I have a bunch. The unseen servant. I have a bunch of weird things, and of course, for any of the food that's gone bad, I do have purify food and drink.
Okay.
So
you will notice that most of the meal prep materials are relatively fresh. So you can ask her about those.
best prison I've ever been in.
We have a good working relationship with our port.
You've been in prisons before.
No, but no, technically not. But that's a good point.
What
But I've
order?
heard of them because my oldest sister, she was a sheriff. Now her sister, she's my sister too, but her twin, she wasn't. She did some time.
So after some short time, she'll escort you back to a cell up here and not in the basement.
Oh, I get an upgrade?
You get.
I
probably
wouldn't